As the field begins its pace laps here at this 1.7-mile layout, our starting lineup, 17 cars and drivers. Bourdais on pole in the McDonald's car number 1, actually outside row 1 after the penalty. Power takes the pole in the Aussie Vineyards car number 5. Second row here at Reliant Park. On the inside, Justin Wilson in the CDW9. Neil Johnny, that is the Gulfstream Red Bull car number 21.
Oriol Servia certainly has something to live up to after a great performance in Long Beach with the second, and we know that Graham Rahal thinks he's fast.
In the fourth row on the inside, Simone Pagenaud, last year's Atlantic champion in the Aussie Vineyards car. Tristan Gomendy, that's the pay-by-touch car number 22.
Mario Dominguez, you heard that he may be on the list for the drive, and Bruno Junqueira quick for Dale Coyne.
In the sixth row, Alex Tagliani in the LXN2 car. That's the 8 machine. Dan Clark in the Ticketmaster car number 4.
Robert Dornbos, quick in Vegas, got a second as a rookie. He'll be wanting to move forward with Matt Halliday.
And in the 8th row, we've got Ryan Dial in the Ironclad car number 28. And his teammate for the weekend, Roberto Moreno, returns in relief of Alex Figge. That's the Imperial Capital Bank car number 29. Catherine Legg in the Sunny's Barbecue 11 for Dale Coyne by herself on car number 9. Displaying the caution flag. You heard the green call there.
But Kenny Seawick, that was Kenny Seawick talking to Sebastien Bourdais, called it a yellow, and for a brief moment thought it was green. Let's get the machine.
They've smoothed it out in parts. Let's see what happens as Power leads them off the final corner. See if we get the green. Bourdais on the outside.
But Power's in perfect position. Oh, Sebastien shortcut the chicane.
Decided rather than try to run wheel to wheel or back off, he'd maybe drop back. Now he has to give that spot up.
If he does not want to incur a penalty, he has to let the yellow and green machine. Look,
Power's got a problem.
Yeah, I think Power's, that wasn't necessarily Justin Wilson. Something's wrong with Will Power.
Will Power, who is on the pole here, now he settles into third spot. We know Tony Kottman will be looking at this. He is the Champ Car race director. On board Wilson, the CDW9. Guys, it's Neil Johnny, Oriol Servia, Graham Rahal back there, all packed up behind Will Power. And the Aussie Vineyards car number 5, who was the pole sitter, gave it up on turn 1. Now we understand Champ Car is reviewing the start and the potential jumping of spots, and we understand Bourdais being told.
They are telling him he has to get one position back. So Justin Wilson is going to get the free pass, and I'm sure that Will Power is thinking, that's my free pass to have, but for some reason he couldn't get off of turn 4. We'll assume that's because he was in second gear.
He is third, but he is slow.
Well, you guys,
and Wilson now taking that spot away from Bourdais, going down into the chicane again. So put Justin Wilson up atop the leaderboard in the CDW9 car.
Missed that apex of that corner badly in turn number 9. So he may have a problem. We'll go down to second gear here. Oh, he does have a problem. Sure enough.
Now it's a real problem. Clouts the wall of the left front corner of the car. And the nose wing is under the 29 car being driven by Moreno. That allows Pagenaud to get by.
Boy, Roberto's got to be careful here. We had two things happen simultaneously.
One more look.
So Matt Halliday is looking in the mirror. Tries. Okay.
That's what it was.
I thought he locked the rear brakes and got it sideways, but he had some help from Roberto Moreno, who shortcut the chicane with obvious damage. And they were both looking in the mirror, trying to give each other room, but eventually you got to turn into the corner.
Sure does. The two Team Australia cars, the Aussie Vineyards entries of Pagenaud and Power, nose to tail, and Power's got an issue. Will Power may have a tire down.
No, front wing.
Front wing is off.
Front wing's gone. He's made contact.
And the car goes around, grabs some debris. We see Catherine Legg getting by Alex Tagliani. The LXN2 entry has spun. He gets it, keeps it running, and will pull through one of the runoff areas. He's got to watch it here. Very tight confines in Houston. Tag back underway.
You wonder if a piece may have come off of Will Power's car that caused problem behind. He'll now get a new nose cone.
Bill Stevens.
Will Power is into the pits. They're going to put on a fresh set of scrubbed Bridgestone tires. Watch the fuel man. Watch how he has to delay until all the fuel goes into the car. Usually, the tires and the fuel should pretty much end at the same time the fuel is out, but look at the tires are still not mounted on the car yet. This was a lengthy pit stop for Will Power.
My guess is that Justin Wilson might have had some debris.
Just leaving the pit behind you.
It would not be a time typically that Justin would pit, so one would just assume that there was the debris or a brush to the wall. We'll have to find out for certain.
So Power in the Aussie Vineyards car, Wilson in the CDW machine, both back on the racetrack now from Justin Wilson's onboard.
Aha! Okay, the contact, there you go. We saw obviously the broken front wing for Will Power, and he broke it on the rear tire of Justin Wilson. That will puncture it, and this is prior to that. Okay, so we saw Bruno Junqueira be aggressively moving through, and Alex Tagliani appears to have just spun while racing in a group of cars.
I think Power's car already had the damage on it. Here's another look.
Big wiggle for Mario Dominguez, and then just appears to be spin on your own. A fantastic avoidance by Catherine Legge getting through, and behind there's Justin Wilson with a tire going down.
No caution.
And through all this, they stay green.
But
He does happen.
Tangle on the racetrack meantime. Pole sitter Will Power has taken the nose wing off the 5 again, and then he slides it into the tires.
Oops.
Will Power. A little bit of red mist there, perhaps. I'm done. And a tangle wheel. Johnny gets tagged by Catherine Legge. Now, this is at the Turn 2 complex, the chicane, just past the end of pit road, and Legge stuffs the Dale Coyne car into the wall.
Now, this is great news for those who just pitted, because now Bourdais is going to pit. Oh, he got in before they closed the pit.
What
Cameron?
a break.
Well, I'm here in the Bourdais pit. They get a lucky break, and of course they talked about putting a little bit more wing in the front of the car. We're going to look, and indeed they do. Turn in some wing.
It's been a wild last 30 seconds. Now, here's Power alongside one of the Forsyth cars. That's Dominguez. He locked the brakes, and Power was caught out.
Yes, Mario went to make a move and couldn't stop. Mario keeps it running, and then when he tried to spin it back around. Now here's Catherine Legge. That's flat. Catherine Legge tried to get the position from Johnny, but didn't have it. Tripped him up. And speaking about Dornbos is that this is completely foreign to him. These kind of bumps, and I mean, he lives in Monaco, so he lives at one of the greatest street circuits of all time. But we're going to be going to road courses. You get to a place like Portland, and all of a sudden, that's going to be his cup of tea.
1 lap to go. Indication from the flag stand.
1 lap to go.
Teams telling their drivers on the radios. 1 to go from J.D. Wilbur, the official starter of the Champ Car World Series. Bridgestone running order, top of your screen. Series gets about a 6-week break before we go race in Portland and then Cleveland in the month of June.
Oh, and he's on the button. He didn't want to finish the race without it. Sure, Sebastien Bourdais saw the flashing light at the back. Figured, well, I don't want the team to tell me that I left something on the table. So he's going ahead and using the last of his Cosworth power to pass.
Bourdais, the winner here in the inaugural race around Reliant Park 1 year ago, was a night race last year. He's going to double up here in 2007. He'll be 2 for 3 on the season. Now, Power was the championship leader coming in here. But Power struggling today. He will finish, it appears, 11th. This may put Bourdais in the lead, and Sebastien Bourdais is your winner. The Champ Car Grand Prix of Houston.
I guess they know who the fastest car was this weekend now.
Little trash talk about the ruling that put Power back on the pole after the penalty to Bourdais. Rahal runs second. Youngest podium finisher ever in Champ Car. As Rahal gets to the top 3 for the first time in his Champ Car career, running second today here in Houston.